Hey everybody, welcome to I guess an impromptu Chronicles thing. Bird called an impromptu Chronicles. I don't know what the fuck's going on besides his hair would try to look like Keanu Reeves, I take it.
Yeah, I'm going full Keanu.
Yeah. Too bad you will never be as cool or
Cool.
widely loved.
Yeah, I realize that. And you will never be cool of anything either. Just
Yeah.
remember that.
Oh, you don't have to remind me. I know.
I think I have to remind you.
But yeah, why are you filming backlight? You're like, I want people to see my hair, but not my face. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, I might as well give an update while I'm here and Bird's just off camera doing whatever the fuck he's doing.
I'm here. Sorry.
But no, just like so basically for Thanksgiving week, there will be Skype episodes. And then for 1 week, there will be normal episodes. That's better. Well, it's not because we can see your face now, um,
Oh, eat shit and die.
but starting the week of December, we're gonna do Skype for a while again. Pennsylvania is pretty shitty, so I mean, it's always pretty shitty, but I mean, COVID
Yeah,
wise,
it it's only getting worse.
yeah.
And well, nobody's listening. That's why nobody's listening. If people were listening, then we wouldn't be here. But people don't listen.
But that's kind of, I mean, whatever. I was like,
What do you mean?
kind of, you're not listening.
What do you mean? Well, I can't. Me and you both have to work and shit.
Well, get no that, but I'm saying about like Thanksgiving and all that stuff. It's
Oh.
like, yeah, I'm gonna do big Thanksgiving. I bitch and whine about it, but I'm gonna be a hypocrite and do it anyway.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess at least you realize it.
Well, yeah, I realize it, but that's not going to change. Everybody else doing it. Everybody else is still going to do it and want to do it and blah blah hoo blue 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 hoo.
And
I
then
can't stop.
you just say no. That's what we did. We ain't fucking going over to Pat and Larry's. Casey and Leanne ain't going over to Pat and Larry's. We're not
Well,
doing it.
I don't think we should do it. I think it's stupid.
But you'll still. But anyway, why? Besides me just calling you a hypocrite for this whole entire half an hour,
And
however.
that's the thing. I'll get pressured into it. It won't be so much necessarily about what I want to do. My mother will pressure me.
And you'd be like, "Mom, you're an idiot. You're old. You're
Yeah,
frail.
I don't
You're
speak to my mother that way.
well, whatever. Why are we here? I said, besides
Why
me
are we here?
being a hypocrite, why are we here?
We're here because we're in the Twilight Zone times, dude. Like nothing makes sense. Nobody's quite sure what's gonna happen. I just wanted to get your thoughts of what do you think of well, for one, what do you think of Rudy Tooty head looks juicy? You know, like what's going on, dude?
Uzi Goliani.
What's happening?
He looks like a Captain Planet villain.
Yeah, seriously, but my thing is this whole them taking on his persona in a sense. Like you notice how like all of them have the fake spray tan around the face, but the neck is completely exposed. It's like we can see the old man behind it. That doesn't look good. Who's telling them that looks good? But like that and like the fucking hair dye that's pouring down the sides while you're sweating from lying all the time. You know what I mean? And like the fake teepers up top, but you got the fucking Drax at the bottom. Like what the fuck?
It's a cult of personality. Sorry, but it is
I
a
don't
cult of
but
personality.
yeah, there's no way. Like, does Lou Dobbs have like a hairdresser or somebody that's there to tell him like, dude, that don't look good? You know what I mean? Because like he's got his hair's colored, he's got the fake tapers, he does the fake tan, and he's got his tongue so far inside Trump's rectum. He's basically giving him a colonoscopy every day. You know, he's like, like seriously tonguing him. I think him and Sean Hannity want to make out with him. It's quite scary. Now, Tucker Carlson seems like he's backed away from it, sort of, you know?
Yeah, I mean he's covering his ass. Whatever, I know he did come out.
Yes, it's also, yeah, but like, yeah, like covering his ass or not, he's still, what he said was true, you know? But as Sean Hannity, I'm just wondering, like, him and Dobbs, they already kind of put all their chips in, you know what I mean? There's no going back now. So what happens? Do they leave Fox and go to one of these crazy QAnon places, and that there they won't have to worry about facts or anything? They could just go on and say whatever.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking,
Because I
whenever.
don't think they're going to stay. Because I don't know. I don't think Fox is going to stay with the crazy, you know, Trump like crazy. You know, they're still going to be crazy, but probably less frightening, scary, crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I have.
But that's if he leaves. Now, my question to you is, can you honestly see Trump being pulled out of the White House, like, all flailing about and shit?
As much as I want to, I seriously doubt it. I'm telling you, man, just gonna just be gone in the night.
In the night, you think he's just gonna just dip?
Yeah,
That's so crazy, dude. If he did, just dip, gone, Pearl.
because he ain't gonna hang around to be drug out.
He's not gonna hang around to get tried. I'm sorry, but Florida, there's no such thing as like, oh, you can't be extradited from Florida. Yeah, you can't. You know, like he's gonna have to go to like Argentina or something, like Hitler and his boys. He'll have to go down there and hide for a while. You know, and all the Trumpers will have to go down there and shit. What do you think? I mean, like Republicans who voted for him the first time and then woke up like this time was like, oh fuck, what do we do? You know, those people can stay because they're rational thinking people. But the ones that are still claiming fraud when clearly there's not, you know, and that's what the main thing that bothers me is that it's clear as day, clear as day. Well, what do you want? They bitched because Hillary waited a whole fucking day. You know, it's what is this fucking 10, 11 days now? And after all that, they sat there and talked all that shit about, like, I can't believe they're said they're soiling the democracy and calling voters liars. Blah, blah, blah. And look at them. They're going to the limit. Now, not all of them. Not all of them. Now, I seriously think that fucking Trump has Lindsey Graham's dick on tape or something. Like, his dick is going somewhere it shouldn't, you know, and they have those tapes because Lindsey, everybody's like, I don't understand why Lindsey, I know he got something on him. Telling you, he found Lindsey blowing the staff or something. Something. Nobody sticks in that long, dude. Rudy's doing it because he's getting 20K a day. What's Lindsey getting out of this? You won your election, bitch. What the fuck? Shut the fuck up. If I was Lindsey Graham, I'd shut the fuck up. But now now that he opened his big stupid mouth, now they're gonna investigate him. Bye, Graham. Bye bye. You can lose your seat, dumbass. It's not like it's concrete, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'd go to Jeremy Harrison. I'd be like, hey, Jamie, you still want that seat? Because fuck nut he over here thinks he can just get involved in elections whenever he goddamn pleases. So we're gonna send him on his merry way. He can go back to his mansion and shove as many fucking zucchini up his ass as he wants. Lindsey Graham. Fucking weasel. Dude, anybody talks like that's a weasel, you know? Like, seriously. He's I fibbed before, but now I'm telling the truth. I'm like, fuck you, Lindsey. Who the fuck would ever take your advice? You know, and that's what kills me about reporters. Reporters have zero balls. They just sit Jim Acosta, all of them. I don't care. None of them have balls. They just sit there and nod their head like, he's calling you an asshole. You know, the president or this weaselly fuck, you know, in a hallway in Congress just called you out and said you're fake news, you're a lying piece of shit. Did these reporters like feel any integrity at all, or any like? Remember how like sir, you questioned my honor. You know what I mean? But like nowadays, it's just like somebody's like, "Fuck you, you're a lying cocksucker, fake news," and you're supposed to just sit there and nod your head. Why isn't any of these reporters like do something? I'd smack his bitch. I'd smack him fucking right across his lips. I don't care. What are they gonna do? Like, oh, Lindsay's gonna cry for a little bit, and you probably get sued, but who cares? I'm like, whatever, fuck it. If they think the rules don't apply, then if I'm a reporter and I'm asking you an honest question, you tell me, that I'm fake news or some other horseshit, and I don't like it, I'm gonna smack you across your stupid lips. Or if I think you're saying something deliberately, to fucking just brainwash your people, I'm gonna smack you across your lips.
You ain't doing fuck all.
I know I ain't doing nothing, but
You
me.
You can't even tell your mother. You can't even. Nope. You can't even tell your mother that you're not going to Thanksgiving or anything. So
My mother. You want me to smack my mother in the lips?
no. I mean, if you want, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you can't even tell her that. So you're not even. You wouldn't tell nobody nothing. Do nothing.
Telling your mother off and telling Lindsey Graham off are two separate things.
I'm not even saying tell your mother off.
Or smacking her in the lips, it'd be less gratifying.
I didn't say that either. I said about just you can't even tell her that that we're not having Thanksgiving because of COVID. COVID have Thanksgiving with COVID. The morgue on Christmas. I said it better on that episode. I said it better on an episode that's coming up some point. I think it was one of the Christmas ones. I think.
Did you just say the Borg, like fucking Star Trek?
I know, but I mean, it works. I would hope. They are like the dumb Borg.
So, what do you think happens from here? As far as like, do you think they need because of Trump, they're gonna have to like put all these rules in place just to protect our election from dumbasses? You know what I mean? And like disbar any lawyer that comes up and goes, "Hey, there's fraud," and then if they don't present evidence right away. Like, that's what kills me. Like, how many cases? Okay, there's 0 for 1,000, but they're going to go ahead with this other case in Michigan. Oh, now they're going to try in Wisconsin. And now they're going to try. What the fuck, dude? Just admit you lost. It's fucking embarrassing.
Oh, dude, they're trying to weasel even around that. They're trying to fucking get
every single news organization, even Fox News, knows what they're trying to do, but they're all calling it the stupidest coup in history because they're just doing it out in the open, and they're relying on people like Rudy Giuliani to convince people while he's leaking from his fucking head. People don't usually trust lawyers that are sitting there dabbing themselves off like, I'm seriously telling the truth. I swear to God. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, dude.
And then you got the other lawyer, whatever her name is, Susan Powell or whatever. But she's like, I didn't show Hannity the proof because he was rude.
I love her face. She's like, their votes coming up from Venezuela, and Joe Biden raised the dead, and the dead met with Venezuela, and they met with the Ecans and the aliens, and they made corn, and together they came up with ballots that nobody ever saw. Dude, her fucking speech was so whacked crazy that even Tucker Carlson, who I fucking hate, tried to get a hold of her to explain any of this shit, and she finally had enough of them calling her and was like, "Stop calling me." It was like, well, god damn it, bitch, you're the one to come up with this crazy shit. Now you need to fucking explain that shit. I mean, this isn't just I'm just fucking around with some high school presidential campaign. This is the goddamn this is the goddamn presidency they're fucking with. Her and that fat giant Jabba the slut, that big giant one that looks like fucking, she looks like, who is that bitch who fed children back in the day?
Fed children?
Well, she probably ate the children, but she was trying to feed
Sally Struthers.
She looks like Sally Struthers if Sally Struthers ate 6 more Sally Struthers. And, people are like, oh, she's the one who's blocking the transition. Fucking serious? Somebody tackle this bitch out the way. Why are we being blocked by this? This thing that represents pretty much all of red state of America. You know what I mean? 700 plus pounds. Yeah, 800 plus pounds and just like, always just getting in the way of progression. Like, I don't understand that. They're like, oh, yeah, he won the presidency. And if I had known that you could win the presidency, but all it took was some giant rotunda to get in the way, all it took was one dickhead to be like, no, I'm not certifying the election. It's like, oh, okay. Did somebody remind Pork Lips that she still lives in this country? And the next time she rolls by the Cracker Barrel and tries to get herself her nice, giant, long, fucking stacked plate for herself, probably, by the way, as the fat rolls over her fucking wristwatch. You know what I mean? Like, remind her.
Bread and country gravy. Nah, with her side of cornbread and country gravy.
Yeah, it just dripples it all over everything. She gets pudding and mixes the gravy with it, She can't get enough. And everybody's like, oh, well, how could you fat shame her? How could you do that? Fuck her! That bitch put herself right in the fucking spotlight and was like, I'm gonna stop the election. Blah. You don't think I'm going at her? Are you fucking serious? Everybody should go at her. 4 years of this fat, stupid orange slob in the White House, and we got one fat, stupid slob trying to stop the process. Are you fucking kidding me? We need to start executing fat people, dude. I'm sorry you and your wife go eventually, but I'll try to keep what?
I have a theory about where this is all going to lead. Eventually
people are dangerous and they shouldn't be put in high positions.
But anyway, he's going to either begrudgingly concede, or he's going to dip into the night. But he's
man,
huh?
Batman, he's gonna dip into the night.
Yeah, at like fucking 1 a.m. I'm telling you.
What?
Anyway, he's going to. God damn it!
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me grab my earbuds so I can hear you. I'm gonna go outside for a cigarette.
Well, let's do it. I'm gonna keep going. So there's not this dead air. But okay. Anyway, yes, he's going to dip. You just go, do whatever. He's going to dip into the night, and then he's going to reappear, and he's going to have money from somewhere. Since we know he doesn't have any of his own fucking money, right? He's going to come and he's going to buy Newsmax, right? And then he's gonna fucking load it full of fucking people like McEnany and that fucking bitch that Bird was just talking about. She'll have a job there because obviously she'll have a fucking job there. But that's what's gonna
happen. When you purposely disrupt democracy for your leader, your dear sweet leader, like what the fuck, man? Like after he's done with, what are they doing? Sharing a bucket of chicken,
But
like
no,
I'm almost done with this. Here's a couple legs.
But anyway, did you hear what my theory was? Because I wasn't done with it.
All right, keep going.
No, I'm saying, but he's going to end up coming back with money from somewhere. Most likely some Russian oligarch. And he's going to fucking come with and buy Newsmax, man. So he'll load that up with like Greg Kelly and all the wackos that want to go there because all the wackos are already fucking there anyway, watching that shit.
Yeah.
So and then they'll brand it Trump News or Trump whatever, and his fucking kids will be working there. That fucking job of the fucking Karen, she'll be fucking working there. They'll all be fucking working there, dude. And they'll just be riling up the motherfuckers, like the motherfuckers in Texas today saying, we're just waiting for fucking Trump to give us the word and we will start fucking, rising up. Look that shit up if you didn't see it.
Who said that?
This militia in Texas.
said they're ready to.
Yeah,
to
they're ready to fucking do whatever they need to do if Trump tells them to. He said they huh?
What? Just kill random people? Is that your end game, fellas?
I don't know. I don't know what their actual
think
plan
everybody's
is.
gonna be running with little D's and R's above their head?
But they're ready to rise up. They're just waiting for the word from dear leader.
Oh, okay. So every time one side or the other doesn't like the election results, they get to rise up and cause havoc. No. You lost. Hey, there's always, 4 years from now, try again. I don't think Biden's going to be hiding in the White House going, no, I'm not giving up power. So,
Well, I mean, by that point, he's going to be old. I mean, he's already old as fuck. But by that point, I'm sure he's going to be like, I can't do it anymore. Too much bullshit.
He only wants to do one term. I think he already said he's not looking to. He said, what did he say? He's like, I'm not the future of the party. I'm just, whatever. But,
yeah. But dude, what's fucked up is it's like, how crazy is it that this whole craziness is made George W. and his dad and every other president before him seem like good people.
Look like the greatest presidents ever.
Because, dude, I guess, as so they said, George W. made, wanted, the transition to be extremely smooth and did everything he could and was, super nice and stuff to, the opponents and everything. And, yeah, this is what we got
good. Is that what makes a good leader, then? Just because he gives up power?
Fuck no. But anyway, it's just that's crazy. That was the same party. How is it?
He missed them. I wish we had that. They were like, hey, I left. I'm done.
They were still loony back then, but now they're super loony.
But you gotta look. At some point, people's got to start questioning. And not across the board. I mean, as far as the right, the GOP, you need to start questioning. Okay, why is this dude fighting so hard to stay there? Okay, we all know, his fucking taxes, all that money he owes that nobody knows to who, he's got cases in New York, probably elsewhere, and once he leaves the presidency, that blanket is gone. He knows that. Of course he's going to fight to the death. The dude's a fucking wild animal. He's back to the corner. He's going to start clawing at everything he sees. And people are like, and I don't really buy the fact that this is a coup because he's not smart enough. The fucking idiot. He's just firing people because, I don't know, they probably just didn't agree with him or they weren't his yes men or whatever. He wants to surround himself till the bitter end with people that are be like, yes. They know it's over, but they're willing to be like, yes.
I don't know, man. It's I don't know why this take this opportunity to actually not even really have a spine to the Republican leadership because that's what we call them. They're the Republican leadership. They're not our elected officials. They are our fucking leaders.
They have
no. They can go on fucking vacation break as all of us are fucking drowning in fucking debt and everything, and in our own fucking lung juices. We're all drowning in our own lung juices, and they're having their fucking big Thanksgiving dinners where everybody get instant COVID tests and you got a little cough. Here's an injection of fucking baby fucking cells. Bleh.
Wow, you sound like you've been listening to QAnon.
Nah, dude, it's just the way it is.
No, I do. I said that too. That bothered me.
It's why not take this time to just kind of semi-grow a spine and just be like, yeah, dude, it's over. Publicly, besides Mitt Romney, which has been the only Republican to come out and say you lost. It's why not just take this time to be like, why doesn't Pence? Everybody would look at Pence and be like, wow, Pence is a good guy, even though he's not. People just be like, hey, but I don't know.
Well, Pence probably looked at it two ways. He could either ruin his reputation with the base and say that, or he could be like, I don't know. Look, I don't see an end game with their base. Eventually, they're going to be looked at like some weird Jim Jones cult, and nobody's going to be like, oh, let me get a sticker and put that on my car. It's going to die out.
Dude, it's like, I know, but it's just like,
You want
dude,
to
really?
your name to that in history. You want to be known as, Hitler 2.0's fucking second in command for life.
But yeah, 70 million people in a fucking shithole of a country. Fuck people calling like Trump and them calling fucking like Ethiopia and all that shithole a fucking shithole country. We're a fucking shithole country of backwards fucking goddamn hillbilly fucking rednecks, man. 70 million of them.
Yeah.
How
Uneducated.
does it make you feel? Because I just gave myself a headache.
It, it makes you wonder, how can that many people like listen to that crazy shit and be like, yeah, that makes sense to me? Makes you wonder, like, wow, man, education in this country really gone downhill.
Yeah, dude.
Just a bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. Whenever you're believing every crazy nut job story, and why the heck? If there's one person out there that still looks at Rudy Giuliani and says, yeah, I believe that guy. Like, go, like, what are they, like, 0 for 3,000, Give it up.
He said, dude, I don't know. It's a cult of person. It really is,
just
dude.
looks sad. It looks sad. It looks pathetic. You just look like whiny bitches now. You're just like, my guy won. Like, no, he did. Look, every time your team in the NFL loses a game, what do? You bitch, you whine, but you get over it because they get to live to play another game. If you want to keep continuing down this path, all you're going to do ultimately is destroy the Republican Party. And it's going to take them people that actually do care about the party and do want to do good things. It's going to take them fucking generations to rebuild that trust, because everybody's going to be looking at the Republican Party like, fuck you people. You were basically welcoming in the next Hitler, and no thank you. We don't want that. And we're going to keep going in this direction. It might not be Republican, might be independent, might be a third party. But the Republican Party, the further they push this, the more damage they do. It's going to take them forever to rebuild. And they need to realize that now before it's too late.
Yeah, well, we basically have a generation, well, actually multiple generations, that are ruined right now. So let's just hope that our generation and our parents' generation don't brainwash all of our children into into the Trumpies and whatever is going to happen with whatever this cult is now. Let's just hope that what am I talking about? They're going to fucking goddamn brainwash their kids, and it's going to be a big huge cycle, and it's just going to be
That's just the way history works, dude. That's how racism continues. One generation teaches the next generation, and that generation teaches the next, and it just keeps perpetuating from there. And like when you're a kid, you don't understand. Like, and look, I'll never understand it. You'll never understand it. Just, we weren't raised that way for one. That helps. That helps, and you're a rational thinking person. That helps too.
Good night.
You say good night to me.
No, I was saying good night to Trish. What? Oh, but yeah, I don't know, man. I don't understand anything, especially anymore. Nothing at all.
Yeah, neither do I, dude.
Yeah, it's like so. Like I said in the very beginning of this, Pennsylvania. is pretty fucking like, hardcore going through COVID again because Pennsylvania, But yeah, so there's no shutdown because God forbid they do that again.
Well, then you know why.
Huh?
You know why? Because Wolf is scared to death of all these redneck tard muffins with guns that had no problem descending upon the Capitol, and it's just like, dude, where's the fucking police presence? You know what I mean? I doubt I'd be able to walk down the street with a gun like that without somebody going, "Hey, what the fuck, bro?" Like, where are all the cops at? They have no problem shooting up a couple teens in a car. You know what I mean? They have no problem doing that, but you know what I mean? Here comes some honkies with some, with the big ass beards and shit, and big ass fucking stomachs, and automatic rifles. Morons.
But like, yeah, so it's like, so they God forbid they won't shut down again. So they're like, we recommend a stay-at-home order. So it don't mean nothing, but really shouldn't go out. So we still have to go work at a restaurant because people still are coming out to restaurants. And I saw, we had less than we normally do because, some people are smart, but some people are not. So yeah, got to watch like a table of 4 people just like straight up just walking, no mask whatsoever, walking around the whole place, no mask whatsoever, and of course, never mind. I'm just not. Because we live in an area, and if you fucking tell somebody no, they have to do something, they all be like, incredulous children and just freak out. And in our area, you never know. Somebody might just come back and fucking shoot you. And not like, in the like ways that like the Republicans want you to think, no, some hardcore redneck motherfucker wearing a cardboard Trump mask will come in and fucking shoot you.
Well, because you've already had those customers at your place. And they've already come in and be like, "Hello, Charles." But yeah, dude, I'm luckily we don't get those kind of freaks, and I'm telling you, it's only because your stupid place is named what it's named.
No, it has
to do with it. People look at this.
Because I've seen, there are people everywhere.
If your restaurant was called KK and K, that's why they would be there.
Well, yeah, that would be like a whole completely different crowd. But no, dude, it was like, you just look at that plaza, dude. Walmart has the exact same problem. I was watching, we were getting Taco Bell drive through one day. I'm just watching fucking dudes with their big beards and their big beer bellies walking into the auto parts store, no mask, no nothing. I'm just like, yeah, dude, it's just here.
Yeah. Well, like we said before, the South rise again, and it came here to Pennsylvania.
But I just don't get it, man. Because it's just like, it's never going to end, man. We're just gonna keep going.
They showed that one town in Pennsylvania on, I don't know what, like TV thing it was, news channel, but like that one town, the whole like all the way up the street had like swastikas, fucking, Confederate flags and shit. I'm like, Jesus Christ, that's in fucking Pennsylvania. That just shows you how far we've evolved as human beings in Pennsylvania. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're like one step away from cavemen, dude. That's where we are. We're one step away from cavemen throwing rocks at each other when the bullets run out.
So yeah, almost a year, man. And here we fucking are.
Here.
And there's still the Skype thing. There's still the exact same thing, if not worse than it was back then. And we're all still just here because nobody could just not do things.
Right. All right. Well, I'm going to go now.
Yeah. On that note. that about wraps up everything I have to say. So So yeah, we're filming tomorrow as we do on every Saturday, but after this, who knows if we're going to do another one of these tomorrow or not.
I don't know. Well,
You
maybe.
never know, because fucking whole bunch of stuff can happen between whatever time it is now.
Until tomorrow. Like, shit happens every 10 seconds, it seems. So.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, on that, welcome back to our weird schedule of Skype episodes, not Skype episodes, and then probably a decent amount of Skype episodes. So
right.
All right. Okay, see ya.